Hello guys, this is Skyblock episode 6. Been a while, I started in third person, but I felt like it, so yeah, that's what I've done. You guys have seen this world grow and grow since, you know, the day we stepped on Skyblock, the day we started, yeah. I'm gonna be doing, like, I record in HD, and from the feedback I got from my mate, he said, like, that it didn't really make a difference whether you uploaded it in HD or not. So, like, I believed him, because, like, he's bigger than me on YouTube, let's just say that. So, yeah. Alright, so this is episode 6 of Skyblock. I never got a story for you. It is my story of the first ever time I bunked off school. So it was in year 7, with the year I'm in now. I've bunked off 4 times in year 7, so 4 times this year. So yeah, it was pretty wet morning, and this is when I was like an amateur as well, so like, I didn't really know the best places to be and all that shit. I just knew that don't go into school, the class is bunking off, so I just didn't go into school basically. Yeah, I got, so yeah, that's what I've done. So instead of, usually I would have done something, but I couldn't because it was a really wet morning. My mum was still at home, so like she was, like, this is the time I've get bullied, because I've, like, been bullied all my life. Like, I've never had, like, a time in my life where I haven't been bullied by someone. So, yeah, I was getting bullied pretty bad by these kids. So I just got to the point where I didn't want to come into school, so I didn't, and bunked off, and, you know, like, I just didn't go in. So, I'm not going to mention any to Stephen Hobbs. He's an SSCS. If you guys want to fuck him up, then that's entirely up to you, because he's a fat dick, and sure that a lot of you already hate him, but whatever. So yeah. Right, this is right, 2 stacks. Basically, guys, I was getting bullied by these kids. I didn't want to go into school at all because I didn't tell the teachers. Like, I was a really shy kid, and in my first like primary school when I moved down here, because I moved down here in year 4, like the end of year 4. So when I was 9, I moved down here, so I was pretty young. It's pretty hard to make friends at that age, especially when, you know, you haven't known them your entire life and shit like that. So, like, it was pretty hard when I was growing up, like, when I first moved down here. And then I just didn't want to go into school because I've been bullied, like, my entire life, so I was, like, pretty messed up. As well as, like, there's all kinds of crazy shit going on where I lived, not at, like, the time, but before I moved down here. I used to live in Manchester, so yeah, like, so basically, like, I was getting bullied by them, but I was really shy. I didn't like to tell teachers much because, like, I hated getting called things like grass. So I didn't, like, tell teachers or anything like that, for fear of getting called grass and getting bullied even worse. So yeah, like, I used to have a weight problem. Like, I'll admit that right now. When I was younger, I had a weight problem, a really bad weight problem. And, like, I tried a number of things, and, you know, it just, like, they never work, so I just decided to say fuck it. And then like, I went to this school. It was like my first secondary. I was kind of nervous about going there because, you know, there's like much older kids. Like, in all my primaries, I'd really been like the oldest, the biggest, you know, there. So, like, I didn't really get too much stick, but I did get a bit of stick. So so yeah, basically, I didn't want to go to school. Like, you can, like, I'm sure if you've been bullied before, then you'll probably understand why people, like, don't want to go into school, because it's like embarrassing the way people like treat you. It's like you could be absolutely fine, there could be absolutely nothing wrong with you, but one kid makes this stupid remark on like the way you dress. Sorry guys, I have to count these. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh shit! Oh my god. Fuck. First time we've fallen down in this series, guys. But at least we got our stuff back, because, you know, I expanded the island, but whatever. So I was getting really badly bullied by these kids, and I hated going into school. I hated the concept of, you know, having to go to school. I couldn't get up in the morning. I was always sick. And, like, I wasn't just, like, normal sick. I was, like, so traumatized that I was, like, shoving my fingers down my throat just to do it. What the hell? I'm sorry if I'm quiet, guys, but I'm just like trying to concentrate. Oh, fuck. Really, again? I'm dead again? Okay, whatever. I clicked on this shit back. But, so yeah, I was getting really badly bullied by some kids, and I hated going into school. I hated, like, coming around school. I hated, like, I didn't want to tell anyone either, like, in my eyes, like, because I've experienced quite a lot of bullying, the worst kind of bullying is when they make you hate yourself. Like, so say, like, someone calls, like, a guy fat. Like, I got called fat, but it was, like, by my friends or something. Like, sometimes my friend Aaron, he's really, really little, he's proper squeaky. But, like, he's like, oh, reach fat ass, and I'll go, fuck you, you squeaky little cunt. And we'll both laugh at each other, and, you know. But, like, that's fine in my opinion, and, like, unless, like, they're pushing it too much, and, you know, you're angry because they're pushing you a lot, and there's nothing that you can do about it to stop them. Like, I could understand that, like, that being, like, a bit annoying, but who cares? So, yeah. What was I on about? No, I'm joking, guys. But that's at least 24 blocks. I know that's at least 24 blocks. But basically, what I'm gonna be like telling you guys about, like, obviously, like, I'm talking about it now. But like, when bullies make you feel like you don't matter, like, you know, and like, especially if they say, like, oh, you tell the teacher I'm gonna kick your ass or something like that. Like, I've had things like that said to me, but like, I used to be afraid, and then I stepped up and I started fighting for myself, and then I started fighting for others and people that, like, I cared about, I protected and stuff, and then I got into lots and lots and lots of trouble every time, every day, because, like, it was always me getting in trouble as well. It was, like, never anyone else, just because I was known for fighting. The school, the teachers hated me, the staff hated me. I didn't give a shit. I was getting into trouble every day, so there's no point in caring. So yeah, that's just what I felt like. And then also another bad type of bullying is where someone makes it let you feel like, you know, you don't want to be in school. Like, someone makes you feel unsafe. If someone makes you feel unsafe, like that's, like, serious bullying. But what you've got to think about, like, if someone takes the piss out of you every single day for where you're from, or, like, whatever your accent is, like, I get stick for my accent, because, like, I take on a number of different accents and personas. Like, I can do Scottish, like I'm doing now, I can do American, like this, I can actually do American, I can do, like, all different kinds of languages, and, like, I don't know how to really, like, well, not languages, but accents. I can do, like, a lot of different accents, so yeah. But it's kind of annoying for me because, you know, I obviously, like, I did, like, language therapy, and that's kind of like you accent therapy, sorry. It's kind of like you, like you take on a new persona. So like you could become French and speak in a very strong French accent without speaking French, and people believe that you are French. And Spanish and Italian and all of these things, and I got a lot of stick for it. So yeah. But if someone takes the piss out of you for like where you're from, like I know my friend, I'm not naming any names here, he's in my school right now. He got bullied for about like a week, but he was a pretty tough kid. Like he wouldn't take shit from anyone. So like basically this kid just started taking, like, he's Italian, so yeah, you can imagine getting quite a bit of stick for that. But he was Italian, well, he is Italian, sorry, and he gets bullied for being Italian, which I think, like, you know, it's unfair. You know, no one should be bullied for their nationality, their, you know, their skin color, their accent, their hair color. Like, you know, like that's unfair. Like, what if, so say, you know, you're blonde, or say you're dark-haired like me, and you're taking the mick out of somebody because they're blonde. That's kind of like, that's not really, like, humongous racism, but it's like, it's hard to explain, because it kind of is and it kind of isn't. Because with like, racism and racists and stuff, you know, a lot of things can determine why they'll be racist, not just race. It could be, you know, someone could say, "Oh, you fat ginger cunt." You know, you'll be really upset by that. But if someone calls you nigger, and, like, I'm not trying to be racist in any way, I actually grew up in a racist area of Manchester. I lived in Fallowfield, and the term for white boys down there was wigger. So a lot of people I knew got called wiggers, and, you know, it's kind of really annoying for me. And, like, so yeah, like, that's, like, what racism is. It's not calling someone racist, and all I say is that should be ginger. That's not racist. It kind of is, but at the same time, it all depends on, like, what you think is racist. Like, really, I've had people saying, like, I've heard things like, "Oh, he's racist." Why? Because he said that I was black-haired. So, I've heard people say, he's racist. Why? Because he called me black. Like, the term black, this strikes a lot of things in racism, like people saying black and stuff like that. Like, black is an okay word. It depends on what context you're using. Like, if you're saying, "You black cunt," that's really, really bad racism. But if you're saying, like, or, to say you're describing someone, like, you're describing, I don't know, like Olivier, the ex-professional Newcastle footballer who fucked up his leg. So you describe him as, like, oh, like, what are key features of Olivier? Well, he's French, he's black, and he's actually pretty big and deep voiced. So, you know, like, black is an okay term to use, but, like, it depends on what context. Say you're describing someone as black, that's fine. But if you're saying, like, if you're calling someone black, like, "You're black," that's racist, kind of, like. But whatever, I don't care. I'm not even talking about racism, but I don't know how I got on that topic, but we did. But here's a bit of advice, because the video's almost over. So if you're getting bullied, if you're getting racially abused at school, whatever, all this shit, really, a lot of parents will just say, "Oh, tell a teacher, tell a teacher, tell a teacher." My mum told me that for donkey's years, and then eventually I didn't give a shit anymore. And, you know, parents, you should be telling your kids this from, like, age 4, as soon as they walk into school. If you're getting bullied, don't take it. Go up to the motherfucker that's bullying you. You take that fucker by the throat and you say, "You better stop bullying me, stop picking on me, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass. And then if he tries any funny business, you smack him so hard in his face. Double points if he cries. Double XP for every tooth you knock out. So I want to see all those double XP teeth and bonus point tiers. I've been Lone Wolf, talking about shit, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.